Okay, let's go ahead and start machining the adaptive. I'm going to turn off these other two to bring this one up. I actually had it turned on. I can turn them on and off. This is important to follow this. I'm going to show you a mistake that might happen. We'll choose our tool. We're going to choose tool number two, which is a bull nose. The third tool will be a flat end mill. We're going to choose that first for the adaptive. We have our tools. Again, you can freeze and take a look at the RPMs and everything I have there. I'm going to come over here to the geometry. It says geometry now. Look what happens right away. It wants to machine all the setups that we have, that one included. We have to control it through a stock contour. And by doing that, we'll activate op1. We'll come down here and say, hey, this is the stock I'm actually cutting. So it contains that all in there. So you'll have two chains to get this because we have multiple stocks. From here, we will set the top stock. We'll select. In fact, we need to turn off the rough now so we can touch the model. And then for the bottom, we got that chamfer again under there, and we have to come over and make sure we grab the bottom for our depth. We don't do a breakthrough. Again, leave this 0. We'll come over here and we'll mess with the optimal load. Optimal load for this is your radial tool engagement. So how distance do you want to go? I'm just going to have us change that to 125, and we'll take a look at that. We're going to leave no material on the axial, but we'll leave material on the wall for the radial so we can come back and finish it. Choose OK. It will produce our toolpath for us, and we should be right at the bottom of the model when we zoom in on here. As you can see, we'll pan that over here. We'll roll that in. You can see we're right at the bottom where we want to be. That gives us our adaptive. And I'll show you what that looks like. Let me minimize this. We'll come over here and we'll take, let me minimize this too. I opened this up and I forgot I had that open. I'll shut that down so we can see more. I want to come over to simulate. I can come over here and choose the info. And I want to show you what this looks like here a little bit on the info. I'll minimize the verification. We'll close down the orientation. But I want you to look at the Z movements, okay? That's the important thing. So as we run this, I'll stop it there. You can see that we're running at 115 thousandths of an inch. That's where we want to check that. So we have done the display. Now we can verify the info where we're cutting. We don't want to go beyond that. And as we play it, I'll turn on the stock. I'll make it translucent, and you'll see how much material we'll have next to our part itself. We'll run it a little faster, and if I roll this way, we should have some extra material of 20 thousandths, as you can see around here. We're using that extra material for cleanup. So now we need to do one more toolpath, and that toolpath to finish it off would be a contour. We'll use that as our finished toolpath. We'll touch the bottom, and again at the chamfer. But before we do this, some people will touch it because they think they have the right tool, but that doesn't matter that we didn't select the right tool at first. We can always go back to the tool, reselect our tool, and we want to use our finish tool, which is tool number 3, and it's a flat end mill. It's a finishing tool. We have our geometry. We have our heights. We have to set again, select the top there, select the selection where we want to go to, again the face underneath, and we don't have to worry about anything else. We don't have any material stock to leave. It's defaulted off, and so we can actually come over here and hit OK, and that toolpath will go around, lead in, lead out, and cut to the final information. So if we choose both these to verify, we can actually look at it from the top, and you can see the finished toolpath, how clean it is in there. I'm going to rotate it around. We'll verify this. We'll come over here and play it. We'll speed it up. I'll make it solid this time so you can see it cut. And it'll cut right up to the wall of the material. Translucent, you can see we're right at the wall of the material. Again, this is where we're at. We did a face, we did a drill, adaptive, contour, bore, and we pretty much got everything right now. If we were to look at this whole run, we'll see that we accomplished these two items without the chamfer, and we can verify that as we go in here. We can play that. I'll make it solid, and you can kind of see what we did. Again, good luck, and we're going to do one more, and we'll do the chamfer, and we'll wait for the class to do the engraving. Good luck.